How does one be confident as a man? You know what, in this case, just how does one be confident at all? So, the topic of confidence is one that you hear a lot of, especially when it comes to dudes and talking to women. Where does confidence actually come from? It boils down to one word, and that word is experience. So, confidence, experience. We all have something that we're wholesale unconfident with. And a lot of us, we have something that we're wholesale unconfident with in the beginning, and now we can do this better than 99% of the population. For me, it's public speaking. You know what? Before I toot my own horn, let me talk about another individual. Tony Hawk, the guy from all the 90s and early 2000s skateboarding video games. The guy who was a professional skateboarder in real life. He wasn't just a video game character. Tony Hawk used to actually be pretty bad at skateboarding. He didn't start off good. Yet, he's got how many video games of him? He's got how much merch of him? He is a household name, partly because of the video game, but he wasn't good at it at first. Now, for me to toot my own horn. May I used to not be good at public speaking or talking in front of a camera. Like, literally, the very first YouTube video I ever did was just, like, me ranting about how I thought Twilight vampires were gay. And now, looking at that, that's an insult to the gays. Why would I even insult them like that? But I never fully realized how good I had gotten at that until the topic came up about me talking about my buddy's funeral. And like me and the whole debate as to whether or not I was going to tell a specific story about my buddy, me and my buddy, just certain things that there are no statutes of limitations to certain crimes we have committed. No one got hurt. But I do remember that at the funeral, I was the only one to speak, and when I was the only one to speak, one of the things I brought up was my buddy's band. Like, he was a big fan of SpongeBob, so one of the things I did was I printed off this little itty bitty Patrick Star Buddha. You can't see because the light washes it all out. The one that I printed off was like a little bit bigger, but it had the words "No Distractions" on the bottom. No Distractions. That was the name of his band because he was a big fan of music. He did a lot of different types of music. I remember the first time he actually played guitar. It was one of the most horrible things I'd ever heard. Back when we were in middle school. Through his confidence, he wound up becoming what I would consider to be a guitar god. Because, like, yeah, he was good. He was real good near the end. But he didn't just play guitar. He played drums, and he worked on digital music, with your digital audio workstations with your MIDI fonts and, creating digital music that way. That's actually quite difficult. It's not just let me press a button and let my computer play the song. No, 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 no. Synthesizing that and getting the right tones and the right beats and, still synthesizing the music. Like I'm talking about in your head, how you get the beats and everything and you're pulling off the Daft Punk crap. He could do that. So I brought up the band that he was working on before things went south for him, and I'm not going to go too far into that. And the band's name was No Distractions. I brought this up during my speech, him doing that. And I find out like a month after his funeral that afterwards everyone on Facebook was going no distractions, hashtag no distractions, in honor of my buddy. I was the only one to speak at his funeral, and somehow I was the only one who knew about this. And me speaking about the goodness of my guy, the things that I knew before, well, he wound up in his slump and he wound up passing on. People were hashtagging that. And it's like, wow, he just never processed how good I was at that. I never sat down to think about how good I was at, speaking to people in mass until I found out a month after my buddy's funeral that people were hashtagging that on Facebook because I don't check my Facebook. All I do is check the marketplace and the dating thing because, you know, I'm a slut. I'm working on it. So, there you go. I've done things that require I speak to people. Like, literally, one of the things that I did, like, I spent 14 years in the pickup artist community. That's way too long by many, many years. And you have to talk to people in order to get through and do that. If you're going to go into Twitter spaces, you have to talk to people to get your points across. So, public speaking is actually something I've gained a little bit of a talent for. So, there you go. I am confident with public speaking because I've done things that were similar that led to me, you know, having that. And so to continue on with this, let's talk about another thing that kind of transfers over, specifically, once again, with me, because I feel like this is a good example, not because I'm a narcissist. Totally trying not to toot my own horn here. So, as you see, I've got a 3D printer behind me. I built that. I got a Prusa over here. I built that too. I've got another printer in the other room that I built. I actually got two of them. I forgot the other one existed. But because I tore it apart for parts, I've put together a lot of 3D printers for a failed business of mine. I'm not going to talk about that, but the mechanical know-how of knowing how to put these things together and knowing how to put the electricals together so that you don't cause a fire. Because, yeah, that's happened before. Not to me, but to other people. You'll think about that and the confidence it takes, you know, doing that over and over again. What does that transfer over to? Engines. Currently, I am working on a Ford 302 engine. Just pulled out of a pick and pull. Got the thing for $40. I am 100% confident in I got a whole ass engine for $40. I'm 100% confident in my ability to work on this engine because I've worked on other mechanical things. Though they were a lot smaller, I am perfectly confident that I am able to work on this engine. But only time will tell whenever I actually fire the thing up. But I also need a transmission, and here's the thing that I never knew was possible. I knew transmissions were expensive, I just didn't think they were that expensive. I can go on eBay and find a Ford 302 engine for $500. I have yet to see a Tremec T5 transmission, manual transmission, for less than $900 used. I can buy two engines for the price of one transmission, and that makes me incredibly angry. But as we talk, once again, the confidence comes from doing something adjacent to the thing and having the experience from that means, yes, I can do this. You have something adjacent, or you actually step into the waters of doing a thing, and now suddenly you can do the thing because you failed at the thing, you've worked at the thing, and you've become more proficient at the thing, or things that are similar to the thing, and you know that your experiences that you have can transfer over. I am fully confident in many aspects of my individuality, in many things that I have done personally because I've done things adjacent to these things. And everyone here is confident about something. I can't think of many sweat lords that I'm better at video games than. I mean, I played a lot of video games, and I'm perfectly confident I could beat Dark Souls. Without getting lost? No, not so much, because I've always had to go back to the guide. But I can't think of many fat, sweaty, neckbeard-looking guys from Reddit who couldn't beat my ass in an FPS game or whatever game that is my choice of that particular day. These guys will absolutely trounce me, and I am perfectly confident in saying I know exactly how and why. It is because that's something that they are passionate about too. Another thing that helps aid in your confidence about something is your passion for the thing. If you don't have any passion towards the thing, you're not going to be confident in it because you're not going to be invested into it anywhere near as much. If you're passionate about something, you will learn how to do the thing incredibly well because that is something that you want to do. So you need to take that spirit of passion and, wanting to be good at the thing that you wish to be confident in and, work on it. But as for overall confidence, that comes from being masterful in multiple things. And the thing that I recommend to everyone if they want to build their overall confidence is to get decent at a lot of things. In particular, violence. Because there's no such thing as a better confidence builder than knowing that you can just beat the shit out of somebody. Knowing that you are dangerous, that you can take whatever the world throws at you, will immediately set you apart with women, it will set you apart with men, and it will set you apart in terms of just like the presentation you bring to everyone around you. You will feel more confident, you will be more confident, you will look more confident, and you will have an aura about you by knowing how to kick the shit out of somebody. So go to a jiu-jitsu gym. That doesn't, or something, whatever martial arts you want, or, lift weights. I love my freaking delts. Now I'm just being stupid. I'm confident enough that I can say that I'm stupid. Now, that being said, I'm debating whether or not I want to add fitness coaching to my list of things that I coach. I coach confidence and I coach dating currently. Fitness, I mean, I used to be a personal trainer, and I've got some stories there. There's a number of reasons why I quit that. But coaching, I'm going to do more of that. But I thought it was a really interesting thing when I posted a picture of myself, and I'm like, should I start fitness coaching? And a guy with a much better looking back than me was like, yeah, sure, bro. You should do it. Really? Yeah. You got one of those sort of situations. But fitness coaching over the internet versus like actually sitting there and personally training somebody, I mean, that's a different process altogether. So, I'm genuinely curious exactly how I need to change this up. How I need to, do that. So, that's something I want to do. It's just I need to figure this out. Like, I've already got it as part of the regular training package. But, like, if I'm just going to focus purely on that, because I tell a couple guys from workouts and then, and sometimes I'll sit there and, like, watch them over the internet as to how they're doing certain things. If they can't get a personal trainer to actually help them with the certain workouts, because it's like, yeah, even though I want you to do fitness, it's best you have somebody who can help you out with your form that's actually physically there. So I mean that's a whole different thing. Like literally, fitness is part of like my dating and confidence packages. Except there's not so much of an emphasis on it because I can't physically be there. So that's a curiosity there as we're speaking. Anyways, like, share, subscribe, donate if you just want the information. Or you can contact me via the Instagram if you want dating and confidence coaching. Fitness is still up in the air whether or not I should do that. Delts. Like, share, subscribe. Delts.
I'm a man with a plan, got a horn in my hand, swinging through life on my own big bandstand. Ladies try to tie me, wrap me up in their game, but I'm the leader of this beat, I'm staking my claim. They bat their eyes, they whisper sweet, try to pull me down to the rhythm and beat, but I got my own groove, I'm keeping it tight. I'm the maestro of my soul, I'm playing tonight. Respect the cock, I'm the king of my song. Contain the cunt, I've been free all along. I'm blowing my horn, let the melody soar. Ain't no woman gonna rule me no more. She said, come on baby, let me call the tune. But I'm syncopating solo under this crescent moon. Her hips start swaying, trying to steal my flow. But I'm a riffing too hard, I'm running this show. I tip my hat, I'm a gentleman sure. But I'm the one who decides what my heart's gonna score. With a scat and a snap, I'm breaking away. I'm the cat with the jazz and I'm here to stay. Respect the cock, I'm the king of my song. Contain the cunt, I've been free all along. I'm blowing my horn, let the melody soar. Ain't no woman gonna rule me no more. Now don't get me wrong, I love their sweet style. The way they dance to my beat makes me smile. But I'm the drummer, the bass is the lead. I'll give 'em my love, but not my whole creed. Respect the cock, I'm the king of my song. Contain the cunt, I've been free all along. I'm blowing my horn, let the melody soar. Ain't no woman gonna rule me no more. So I'll keep on swinging with a grin ear to ear. My jazz is my freedom, I've got nothing to fear. I'm the man, I'm the myth, I'm the one who'll decide. I'll play my own tune on this wild ride.